Hi everyone, I'm here to share a supply list for those of you that left comments or messaged me about wanting a tutorial on the cat paper bag mini album that I just posted, I believe last week. It has gone off to its owner and she was very happy with it, so that made me happy. So I decided to give you guys some time to put together some stuff. So I'm going to tell you what you need for the album, and then the next video that I post will be, in regards to this album, will be the actual start and making of the album. So the first thing you're going to need is paper bags, and you need 6 of them. I'm going to use white ones for my project, but you don't have to have white ones. And they can be any kind of paper bags. They can be just the lunch bags from the store. They can be the Michaels bags, whatever. Whatever paper bags you have. So I'm going to use these white ones, and I got these at Walmart. And they're just the regular lunch bags that you can get to send sack lunches with your kids or whatever. And I just chose white because of the theme that I'm going to use. And you're going to need some kind of strong sticky tape. So either the red line sticky tape, the terrifically tacky tape that they have out. I know Ranger makes a Wonder Tape roll, and I think it's the same thing as the red sticky tape. I'm going to use score tape because I really like score tape. So this is going to be used for part of our covers and to adhere all the bags together. And then as far as more adhesives, I'm going to use a glue stick to help with my covers. And then I always use pop dots for lots of different things, so I always have those. And then I use my ATG gun to put all of my papers on. So if you have an ATG gun, use that, or tape runners, or whatever you have. You can probably use a glue stick too, but get a really good one so your papers don't lift. You're going to need a ruler. I just have this clear Tim Holtz ruler, so some kind of ruler. And if you have a bone folder, this would be really good to use. I use this to crease my bags, and it works really well, so that's what I use that for. And most importantly, outside the paper bags, you need paper. Now, with the way that this paper bag album is assembled, you're going to need, if you want all of your pages to be different, you need 16 sheets of paper that coordinate. And that's if you want them all different. If you don't want them all different, then you can always choose 8 papers and then repeat them again, which turns out fine. And I've done that in a couple of my albums. I did it in my 4th of July paper bag album, and it turned out really cute that way. So I just have some Valentine paper that I had bought in the Target dollar bin, and I never used it. I opened it, I looked at it, it's all adorable, but I never used it for Valentine's Day or anything. I never made anything out of it, so I just have it sitting here. So that's going to kind of be the theme of mine. Not necessarily Valentine, but maybe, I don't know, something with lots of hearts and pink and red, so, and white. So I'm going to use, I have 2 stacks of this paper, so I actually have 16 different sheets. I don't know if I'm going to use all of mine or repeat it like I normally do, but that's that. And then, of course, you need embellishments, and embellishments can either be, you know, your flowers, your bling, your, if you have cardstock punch outs, those are great to use. I just have these stickers that went with this collection. So I have these little puffy heart stickers that I can use, and then I have these 2 big things of stickers. Sorry about the glare. And so I figured I might as well use them. You can always, I might cut some things out with my Cricut. I love my Cricut, and use those as embellishments also. So if you have a Cricut, use it. And what else? A 1-inch circle punch is what I use to punch out my notches to be able to pull the tags out easier from the side of the album. So when this is all put together, I cut this flap off, but we'll go through all that in the next video. And then I use a 1-inch circle punch to make my little notch right there. So if you have one of those, great, use that. If not, you know, you can always use something else, I guess. Oh, and then you need 2 pieces of chipboard or cardboard. I don't use chipboard covers a whole lot because I don't have very much chipboard, but I do use Capri Sun boxes. After my kids are done with the Capri Suns, I just take the box, and I only use the front and the back because the other pieces, the sides and everything, they're too small. So I cut down and have the front and back. And what I have found with the width of this bag, or I guess the height if you're using it this way, the height of these bags, the Capri Sun boxes, the front cover and the back cover. Let me grab one so I can show you guys. Hold on. Okay, this one's actually a Kool-Aid jammer, but it's the same size as the Capri Sun, and I haven't cut it down yet. So here you have your box. Okay, now this front cover here and the back cover is what I use. I cut everything else off and I throw all this away because this is all creased and it's not big enough to do anything with. So this piece here, you don't have to cut. You only have to cut your length. You don't have to cut your width because the way that these bags fit in there, on there, I'm trying to show you, is it fits fine with about 1/4 of an inch on each side for the top and the bottom. So this is what I use a lot. So I'll just cut, I'm trying to get this in here. I'll cut this piece, and then I'll cut this piece, and then I'll cut the length to fit, which I haven't figured out the length of this bag yet. So my height is actually going to be, if you're using just a regular lunch bag, the height of this is about 5 3/4. So if you're using a different paper bag other than a standard size paper bag, you'll have to measure how big you want your cover and the length of your bag. So normally when I do these bags, I cut my length at about 6 1/4. But this one's a little different because of the way I'm putting it together. So this one will probably be about 6 3/4 in length. And then, so you'll have to cut your box, or double up a cereal box, because cereal boxes are thinner, so you can always cut that and then double it if you don't have chipboard or the thicker cardboard. Now this is the corrugated cardboard, so you can see that it's got this crazy stuff in between there. I use it all the time for all of my covers on my albums, and I've never had any problems. So that is that, and I don't think I'm forgetting anything. If I do, I will mention it in the next video, but I'm hoping to get this one actually started. So I'm going to move on to telling you that we're not going to assemble our bags first and then put our paper on. We actually have to do some prep with the bags, which I will show you in the next video. And then we have to cut our papers according to the size of our album. And then we need to put our bags together, because if you did just a normal paper bag album, which there's tons of tutorials floating around everywhere, then you would normally put your flaps together like this. Well, we're not going to do it that way. If you guys saw how the other album was made, we're actually going to do it like this, to where this piece will be attached to the front cover. So this will be our first page. And then when you turn this, this is the bottom half of the second bag. and that's going to be attached to the first page, so then there's going to be a pocket here. So we actually need to cut our paper, put our paper on here, then we need to attach our pocket, so that way we have our paper that goes underneath. So, and then we'll have a piece here and a piece here. Now you can actually make your paper go all the way across if you want, but I don't do it that way. I will cut this piece out separate, and I'll cut this piece out separate, and that's how we'll just go that way. But you can use one sheet of paper for this, and then just one sheet for under here if you'd like. So there are different options, and I'll show you the way that I do mine. So in the next video is going to be the beginning of the assembly of the pocket paper bag album that I made. So get your stuff together, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.